Heads up gamers! Today we'll be talking about an ongoing debate about video games as a concept of art and why we think it's an interesting concept. It has been debated for some time now whether or not video games are considered as art, and although there are divided opinions and thoughts on this, you can easily talk yourself into a deep rabbit hole when it comes to all the intricacies, planning and development that goes into making a video game. Although the term art has many definitions, which can be debated all in themselves, many consider art to be an expression of something. Examples of art are often given as paintings, sculptures, music, dance, and literature. So why then, you may ask, are video games not considered as part of the spectrum, when clearly video games incorporate one or all of these examples and more? This answer will of course vary from person to person, depending on how they might define art. However, let's look a little bit more closely at this critique. Sometimes when video games are critiqued, an example of a video game would be given, either a whole game or a screenshot turned to meme, to usually portray a lighter aspect of how this couldn't possibly be considered art. Although most people enjoy a good meme or joke, this critique can be somewhat flawed, as it ignores the concept of different styles in video games. It is similar to defining all music by only focusing on one genre, or scrutinizing all forms of painted art by only looking at abstract art. Just like music has its genres, art its forms, dance its various styles, so do video games. From first-person shooters to role-playing games, the genres in games are vast, and with its visual presentations too. This can jump from 8-bit pixel art to almost photorealistic worlds, big and small. The point is that video games have grown so much in style and variety that it would be a critic's error to focus on only one of the aspects when arguing whether or not video games could be considered as art or not. So, let's look a little deeper when breaking down art in video games. There are numerous parts that make up a video game, such as programming, design, and other various technological aspects. But let's focus on how video games actually incorporate what most consider as art. Firstly, there are the visuals. This includes the entire world created in your game, from the characters down to the clothing or armor pieces you're proudly boasting about, or disregarding as quickly as an irrelevant meme, because, yay, new stronger armor. Each aspect of this world has been designed before it appeared in your game's world, including the world itself. The concept art, drafting, and designs have all gone through months of art direction before appearing in the desired style before you. The same goes for the music and audio design, with some games boasting entire musical scores composed just for that specific game. Furthermore, many games follow a narrative, albeit in the current playing of the game, a side quest, or even a book you've picked up to read in a game. In some cases, games even feature an entire lore or background to bring more depth to the narrative. So whether it's the dialogue, item description, or story world, it is important to realize that all these were written and planned as much as a work of literature would be. And yes, not all games are story rich or as in-depth as others may be. But even these had to go through a concept process in order to give a video game fluidity and sense. Lastly, we can even take a look at dance or acting. Many games incorporate motion capture, acting, voice acting, dance, and other forms that involve the entertainment world. So if painting a picture, composing or writing a song, writing a story, book, or poem are all considered as art, shouldn't video games be considered as art too? Just like a movie incorporates the telling and acting of the story, as well as music and other artistic concepts, so too do video games incorporate many of the aspects of what is considered as art, even when ignoring all the other concepts that actually go into making a game. Lastly, we'll leave you with an example as a starting point. Although all styles of games should be considered when critiquing video games as a whole, and their position in the world of art, it might not be a bad idea to consider the work and art put into designing a game the next time you play a game or see a game. it is true that some games are more obvious presentations of art. A good example would be the 2014 game Child of Light, developed by Ubisoft Montreal, that directly incorporated concept art into the game with a watercolor painted world. Furthermore, it has its own musical score, composed for the fantasy story that was written, all presented in poetry. Director Patrick Plourde actually described his vision for the game as being a playable poem. We've actually linked a developer diary and GDC Talk in the description down below for you if you'd like to delve deeper into the making and art of Child of Light. But it's not just these type of games that demonstrate art. Just as a painting is created for visual aesthetics, a song for listening, or a storybook for reading, a game is created for your enjoyment. So next time you question whether or not video games are a form of art or not, consider the creative processes involved in various forms of art and delve deeper into the world that a video game has to offer you. We hope you enjoyed the video and to hear about your thoughts on the matter in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching, and please remember to leave a like, subscribe if you want to follow us here at Heads Up Gaming, and click the notification bell if you'd like to be notified of any of our new content. Have a blessed day.